Hello, welcome to Tap Into Your Power. I'm Deborah Demander, and today, my friends, we are on the third day of our 7-day YouTube Growth Challenge. Today's tapping is all about releasing our fear and negative thoughts around getting more exposure. You know, they've said in the newspaper business, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And while that might be true, sometimes when we get rude comments or negative comments on our content, it can feel like some exposure is not worth the hassle. Friends, we are here together to tap on releasing our fears around too much exposure or around the wrong kinds of exposure, releasing our negativity bias toward getting exposure, and we are opening ourselves to find exposure for our channels everywhere in places we never imagined. So as we begin, we tap on the karate chop point and we take full accountability for ourselves, for our energy, for our actions, for our creation. So taking full responsibility for my YouTube channel, for all of my YouTube channels, taking full responsibility for my creations, and knowing that I can release any fear, any doubt, any uncertainty I have around exposure for my channels, and I can embrace being fully seen. And however it turns out, I love myself and accept myself exactly the way I am. Let's start on the forehead. So opening myself to all types of exposure for my channel, whether it's subscribers or it's likes or it's people sharing my videos. I'm opening myself to finding more exposure on YouTube through the analytics and through their metrics. I allow myself to receive more exposure. I allow my channel to get more exposure and more growth for me. I allow my videos to receive more exposure, more shares, more likes, and more subscribers. I allow my channel to get more exposure, more positive exposure, where I am growing beyond where I ever thought possible. I open myself to more exposure on YouTube, the good kind of exposure, not the kind that will get me banned, but the kind of exposure that grows the channel and also helps people. I want more exposure so I can help more people with my message. Getting more exposure on YouTube means getting more growth, means helping more people, and it means earning more money. And I release any blocks I have, energetically or otherwise, toward all of those things. I want to allow exposure and growth and opportunity. More exposure on my channel means more opportunity, and I release any blocks I have around that and open myself completely to allowing exposure, growth, and opportunity. Let's go again. Opening myself to more exposure for my channels on YouTube. I allow more people to share and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can get more exposure and help more people. As I get more exposure for my content, more people will benefit from my messages. Finding more exposure not only helps more people, but it helps me grow financially. And as I grow financially, I can again help more people. As we find more exposure, we find growth and we find more opportunities to help others. More exposure for my YouTube channels means more growth and more opportunities to help others. And I am completely open and accepting of that opportunity. I open myself to more exposure on YouTube so that my channels can continue to grow. I release any fear, any uncertainty, any doubt around exposure, and I fully open to allowing exposure to come from unknown directions from every corner of the earth. There are so many YouTube channels, so many videos, so many people getting exposure through advertisers, through endorsements, through shares and likes. And I open myself to receiving the same. I open myself to receiving from the abundance of exposure that other peoples are receiving. I allow myself to receive that exposure as well. I allow others to see me, and I allow myself to be fully seen so that I can share my message more broadly. I release fear and uncertainty around being seen by so many people, and I am open to the opportunity to help more people with my message. I release my fear around being seen by people, and I embrace the opportunity for more exposure. More exposure on YouTube means more people will get to see the message and be helped by it. And I open and allow all of that exposure. Allowing exposure for my channels on YouTube so that my message can grow, my channels can grow, and I can help other people grow as well. I allow myself to be open to all of the growth, all of the exposure, all of the new adventures as my channel grows on YouTube. Let's take a deep breath, releasing the jaw, shaking out all of that energy. Friends, thank you for joining me for day 3, tapping for more exposure on our 7-day YouTube challenge. Remember, you can go back and tap for any of the 7 things over and over again. If some aspect resonates more deeply with you than another, go back and do it some more. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep opening those energetic channels and allowing things to change in your life. Remember, friends, your best life is only a tap away. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I'll see you the next time. Bye.